classic zoo. Wanted to do Warlock. We haven't done Warlock yet. It's basically between Handlock and Zoo. If you want to play anything that's halfway decent. I actually tried to even just build something that was kind of different for Warlock. I think it's impossible. Literally can't think of any other deck you can build in Classic. This is the list. There's a number of cards that get thrown in and changed about. You can kind of build Zoo in a bunch of different ways, play it in a bunch of different ways. But a lot of them don't have big differences. I think the only major difference you might see here is there's just less direct face damage. So no Leopard Gnomes, no Leroy Jenkins. And that's just because, as I've said before in these videos, it is a board control deck, and I don't think that those are the best cards for the deck. Actually, they're not the best cards for board control. But some of the other cards that you might normally see, Elven Archer, I think I yanked Young Priestess. Still good cards, still good in the deck. Totally worth running, and you can change things up kind of as you want if you want to run this deck. But I think this list is probably closer to how I like to play it. Though I haven't even played it yet. I just kind of built it, and we'll see where it takes us. So who knows? Might even make a few tweaks in this stream or something. Pretty obvious turn one. Really all we can do. Huge fan of the Shattered Sun. He's shooting us in the face. Maybe a Shiv. I gotta think the way that this guy's playing. Harvest Golem's not bad, but I'd rather do this. I gotta think the way he's playing, he's probably new. I mean, it's the start of a new season. I played one game with Mage just to kind of try that deck out, take a look at it a different day. Okay, maybe this guy's not new. He's playing a lot quicker now. But yeah, puts us back to rank 10. I'm still not exactly sure how this new ranked system works. So we're back to bronze 10, but then when we won one game, we got like 3 stars instead of the 1 or 2. So maybe there's some kind of rapid acceleration to get back. It's not like we were that high anyway, but seems like there's a bit of a grind. Alright, yeah, I don't think this guy's new. He seems to know what he's doing. It's very tempting to tap here. I think I'm going to. Yeah, I don't even think we need to play that. I think it's better to drop them both there. At most, he like swings or uses a skill on it or a spell on it. Okay. Well, drop them both. Certainly not good to take that much damage against Rogue here, but we got a lot in our hand as well, if we can survive a couple more turns.
I got the best deal anywhere.
Okay.
This guy's toast.
Okay, not bad. Ooh, Defender here is very nice. Could also sign. I think we just want to silence. How much damage do we have, by the way? 8. Yeah. 10, 12. I mean, we'll do that, but we're really just doing it for the body. I can only stress it so much. This is a board control deck, so you're gonna almost always want to be trading. Some of the few cases where you might not is if you're going to be racing for damage. Sometimes you might get into a position where you're racing with a hunter. Could also be a case against control warrior if they're going to brawl. Sometimes maybe it's best to like leave their minions, make the brawl a little bit less appealing.
This guy's toast.
Alright, not too bad, but not great either. With conceal, that is a problem. But he's only threatening 10 damage. Yeah, you don't want to be in this position, so you could tap, try to get like an Argus or something. I don't think that's going to be worth it. He's got a bunch of life. But we're basically just going to throw as much damage at his face as possible. Hope he doesn't draw into 1 damage. I think he drew really poorly. We didn't draw great, but I think he's drawn super bad for a Miracle Rogue.
I got the best deals anywhere.
So if he goes all face... Yeah, he can't. Alright, Mortal Coils, Iron Beak, Power Overwhelming. We got stuff. This is not too bad. Let's see. Okay. 9, 13, so we're not killing stuff. I think it's going to be best to silence that. Charge here. And he could draw into Leroy, but even like an Eviscerate here isn't death this turn. Gonna be a question as to whether or not we tap next turn, though, that's for sure. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think we have to. Far from ideal. Yeah, not good. Now if he draws an Eviscerate, we're dead. Actually a pretty good draw for him. Oh, now we're just dead. Dang. Well, not a great first game. But we're so low we can't even lose rank. Seems like we don't even lose the number of stars we're gonna get each level. Or each win. And hopefully we can just grind out a bunch of games with Zoo here. I know they tend to go pretty quick. Paladin. I'm gonna guess it's an aggro paladin. I feel like I've seen more aggro paladins than control. But I don't think it's gonna change our decisions much here. Do we want an abusive? I think we do want an abusive. It's just so good with Argent. And I'm also thinking like, what would Paladin Man have? There's potential for an Aldor Peacekeeper, which is something that we would slam for 3. But if he plays nothing here, chances are we're just dropping these 2 anyway. Smack him in the face, but let's see. Even a 2-3, 3-2. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Yeah, double Power Overwhelming in your opening hand. It's not what you're hoping to get, but... Or not quite your opening hand, but this early. So again, like, going with board control. I think a lot of people save these for face damage, and don't get me wrong, it's great if you can burst them down. But don't be afraid to throw one of these on one of your weak guys. Just slam it in for a favorable trade. Like if they're dropping a taunt or something, you know, a shield master, something like that on 4. Just power overwhelming this and make the trade. So okay, now we could have just hit with this, but it sets up like an ugly consecrate. Yeah, knife juggler's another one that would just murder us. Okay, not the greatest thing ever. He's probably just going to kill this. So the positioning's not a big deal. But that's another thing with this deck. Like, I don't think it's got a giant skill cap by any means. Oh, interesting. But the placement of your Direwolf Alpha is going to be quite important. I think we're going to tap. There, I like that. I like that a lot better. It's just playing the probabilities, basically, of like, are we going to draw into something that we could play? And then if we do, it's better for our Argus. And next turn, good chance we have a 1 or a 2 drop to play. And he is just like shitting things onto the board, which I don't think is good for him. 4, 7. Let's make sure we don't have lethal. 4, 7, 12. 4, 7. Wow, that's very close. We're actually at 21 with the Argus. I think it's 20 because you'd buff. Yeah, I think it's only 20 because you'd lose the damage with Wolfie guy. So this is one of the few times I would probably like to go face. Is that true? Jeez. Yeah. I think it's one of the few times you start to push for damage. So he is playing very aggressive. He might have a consecrate, something like that. But even a couple trades here, because we've got so much damage in hand, I think it's the right move. Now this has to be lethal, right? 4, 8, 12, yeah. Right? Not crazy. Yeah, just having that much damage, I mean, no reason to not go face. Easy, easy victory there. Okay, so we're getting 3 stars per win. Like, does that stay that way for a while? It's staying at 3. I wonder if you make it further in the previous season, if it that 3 is just a higher number. I guess it's not like the worst way to do climbing up the ranks. It still feels very slow though. Alright, see if it's the mirror. He is not doesn't have a golden hero power, so very good chance that it's a mirror. I like the 1, 2, 3. I like the Mortal Coil for an abusive or any decks that run a leopard gnome. Especially going second. It is very nice to have the Mortal Coil going second. Let's see, maybe we've got a handlock. Handlock is a tough one. Handlock is a very tough matchup. You kind of need to save up the burst. Coin or Direwolf. They're almost the same thing here. So I'm just going to Direwolf. He's going to have like Mortal Coil and Shadow Flame, Hellfire to deal with our board. So we're going to want to Harvest Golem. Pretty bad. Wow. An early Soulfire. Early Soulfire. Getting rid of a Power Overwhelming. Early Soulfire tells me that he probably doesn't have Hellfire. So I'm going to play this before the Golem. If he didn't do that, I would have played the Golem. Who knows, maybe it's just next level bluffs. Oh, what? What am I seeing here?
My shield for Argon. Push forward.
How much are we threatening? 8, 11. This would be 12, 13, 14 if I coin that out. No, because then I'd have to play about. Guess that's fine. It's getting into the point where I might want to, like, coin life taps. Oh, now he's got a Hellfire all of a sudden. Very strange. Very, very strange. But I don't really think that that's a problem. Because we don't want to deal damage immediately. We just want to build up the capability to deal damage in a burst. Which, now that I think about it, maybe means I should have tapped that turn. But that's alright. So strange. I've never seen this card in hand lock. I can't think that it's good either. Unless this is the fabled third Warlock deck in Classic. Something tells me it's just bad. So I will tap here, looking for, yeah, burst. We've got 7 there. The only problem is I don't want this to get mortal coiled.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So we'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do that for the draw. And then we will not hit him. We don't want Molten Giant Argus. He could still Molten Giant Sun Fury, I think it's called. The 2/3 taunt. But we can get through it. It's not like end of the world.
So many possibilities.
What do you got?
So many possibilities.
This is very strange. And a soul fire on there? What is going on? Guys, what are we witnessing here? Oh, this is so strange. I have no idea what this is. I don't know if that Arcane Golem is like the equivalent of his Leroy. Like it's a super budget deck. Maybe that's it. Okay, we'll save that burst as well. Okay, it's fine. I mean, we've got 7, 9, 13, 18. You don't have a third so far. It's a Shadow Bolt. Okay. And avoid what? Guys, I don't know what this is. I am very confused. Oh, right. Well, I guess we can't use both of those in the same turn. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a way to even get lucky. Like if you bump, you Soulfire face, you just have 6. What order do I want to do this? Do I want to tap? All kinds of questions. I almost want to Mortal Coil my own guy here. I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to do this. I really don't want to get rid of that.
My shield for Argon.
I have no idea. This deck is so weird, and I keep waiting for Moltens, and there are no Moltens. Maybe this is like the standard deck that they give Warlocks? Is that a possibility? You know, Hearthstone is just like, here's a deck for each class. Because it is lots of like basic cards. No, but he's got a Faceless Manipulator. It feels more like it's trying to be hand lock. But it's just weird lock. Another Shadow Bolt? Can't be. Drain life, maybe? A Doomsayer. So strange. I'll give him a well play. He feels like a new guy, or maybe just like a casual player. Maybe he's tweaking his deck, just trying to find something. Like here's my guess. My guess is either he can't afford a normal handlock deck, even though it's a lot easier now to get all the classic cards, or he took a normal handlock and then was like dying to lots of early game stuff, and he's like, oh, I need like a Mogashan, I need like a Shadow Bolt, I need all this weird stuff, Void Walkers, you know. All these things that you wouldn't normally run. Would I want Mortal Coil? Probably not. It's not bad, but it's not going to be a lot of 1 health minions. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to like get a Yeti down to 1 health very often. Don't love it. I think you do play this, and this is mostly because if they have Wild Growth here, they really want to play Wild Growth and not Hero Power. Yeah. As you can see. Probably going to want to coin the Dark Iron, so we'll just get the extra point of damage here. Coin Dark Iron for a Yeti on the 3-1, or, yeah, there we go. Look, we're just calling every play here. Coin, Dark Iron, kill Yeti. Wow, we're the best. Now 5, it's usually Druid of the Claw, so this is where you would like power overwhelming your doggo. Of course you could turn it to like a 4/4 charge, but it's rare that they do that. Alright, so seeing a Harvest Golem, that tells us it is, well, that tells us it is likely to be some kind of token druid. And it's very important you get board control against token druid no matter what. Is there any efficient way to do it? Ooh, this is where I wish I had Mortal Coil. Maybe I should have been smart and kept it for a golem. I certainly didn't consider it. We could actually Soulfire the golem. But we don't want to get rid of anything. Ugh. I feel like if he had Drew to the Claw, he would have played it on 5, which means we don't need Power Overwhelming. However, we do need these guys. I want him to the right of this because it's more likely to die, and I'm going to hit that. So I'm actually happy we kept that. His biggest board clears are like swipe, and he just got rid of spell power there. So I'm not too worried about him like tearing through our board with a swipe. Keeper maybe? Yeah. Keeper for the 2 damage. But like I said, he was the most likely to die. That's why you get us over here. But doesn't seem to really matter with the hero power. See what we draw into? We're probably tapping. We are certainly tapping. Ooh. Mortal Coil is amazing. I was actually probably going to Power Overwhelming that into that, which is, you know, not like the sexiest play, but would have got his board control back. Yeah, 7 mana. We got the lore guy. Oh, okay. Another Yeti. So once again, Power Overwhelming looks very good, but we will tap first. Doomguard here is actually very good. Oh, we can't drop that though if we're going to Power Overwhelming. Which one do we Power Overwhelming? Probably the Golem. And then if we get another 1-drop next turn, we can play everything in our hand. I would think he would swipe here. Swipe that to kill that, and then bump here. Oh god. Cenarius or something? Ugh. Pretty nasty, but he is running low on cards. I think we just accept that Dark Iron Dwarf is a no-go. The other choice is these 2 and tap. That seems so bad. Yeah, I think you just do that. Usually you're going to want to get your Doomguard out pretty much as fast as you possibly can. So this is another case. Very interesting. I could hit here and hit there. But then that makes Cenarius a even trade there, whereas here he'd have to like hero power, hit. I think we're gonna go face, since we still have 1 Power Overwhelming and 1 Soulfire. This is kind of the idea. You're just hoping to get board control, and eventually when you have enough to kill him, you kill him. But if this was a little bit different, I would still be trading. I would still like to trade here. To gain board control, but we're just kind of forced to make the decision to go face here, because if we start trading, he's eventually just going to outmuscle us. 3 cards, 9 mana. Even though we're able to draw with life tap, like we're behind on mana, we've got low curve stuff. Ooh, like this is going to be bad. Are we just dead? We are. Didn't even matter. Well, I guess maybe I should have thought that through as well. I could have mathed that out. But I think we were dead even if we did that. Because then he throws Cenarius into the Doomguard. We're left with 2 minions on the board. Threatening 5 damage, and he had, what, close to 20 health? Somewhere around that 20 health. And he still got combo. Yeah, like I think we're still dead in that case. Alright, another Druid. These 2 combo quite well together, especially on 1 and 2. Love to see that as well. That's like a perfect combo for dealing with Keeper of the Grove, actually. Right, you got the 1/1, make it a 3, make it a 4.
My greetings.
Sure, you can have a greetings. Usually when they say that, they double innervate a Yeti. That's my experience playing this game. What to do? Slow roll, double innervate Yeti. Yeah, pretty regular play. I think we just do that. Could have like hit and mortal coiled. Not super mana efficient unless you're dropping this, but then you're not getting the damage from it. I just don't think it's good. I think it's better to just do this. He's threatening swipe here, which makes Shattered Sun Cleric probably the most appealing option, right? You get an immediate damage, which could be relevant in the matchup. Having 4 is really nice, either for like hit and that. I'd like take out a. Oh, okay, I was thinking a keeper or like hit and coil for a Yeti. Alright, so still not bad. Yeah, I guess we start with this on the 2/1 just because why not? Make sure you know your options. It's going to be a very efficient smash there. So the only thing that sucks here is the threat of swipe. It'll still leave us with 1 thing on the board, so it's okay, but it is not good. It's just a 2/1 on the board. I think we want to tap Golem, probably. So the thing here is that he's low on cards, which is very good for us. That's what's working in our favor. Of course, that's nice for him. But we can just kind of crap at our hand here as well. Silence here is very good. Soul Fires. No, I mean, I think this is... Well, what are we going to Argus? Let me think this through. Probably Argus these 2. You're going to bump and you're going to Soul Fire. Yeah. So you do this. You're going to silence that. Soul Fire that. Again, try to keep things at a swipe range. He's got the potential for Blood Mage, swipe, but he's got 2 cards in his hand.
I must safeguard the land.
Yeah, in cases like this where it gets interesting, we'll have to see what we draw. But like this is where you start thinking, do we go face or don't we? We'll see what we get from the knife as well. We get face. I don't know the answer. But intuitively that it just feels better. I doubt he's running a Starfall, so we probably don't have to worry about having too many things on the board, but one can never be too sure. Okay, let's crap some more things out, see where our knives go. Very interesting. I think I'm just going to play it hyper safe. Get a knife to face. It's still very hard to lose from this position. Cenarius, Ancient of War. All of it. Very, very tough. Ancient of War is probably his best card here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, but with the Wrath, okay. Uh, 4, 5, 6, 11. Quick and easy win. Yeah, and so I'm not sure that the game would have been much different if we, started pushing for face damage earlier versus the board trading. Might actually be completely irrelevant, but you can see it's still very good, even if I'm throwing away 2 minions into one of theirs. Well, I've got taunts up. I'm still able to come back, flood the board every turn, usually with 2 more. Alright, Warrior is interesting. You really, really, really would like a 1-drop. Golem's very good. Direwolf is not. I'm going to try this. It's a little bit weird looking as a mulligan. It is not great though. We're actually going to pass. I mean, he's looking at like Armor Smith, Fiery War Axe, and then Acolyte of Pain. He also doesn't know what we are. As you see here, again, looking very weird. But we're probably in better shape dropping a Golem and then like Flame Imp, Shattered Sun, all kinds of plays like that over trying to flood it right from 1. Because he's just going to deal with our early stuff. And, well, we're not going to have board control. But here, the card's irrelevant. This is great. So this... See, like, Coin Taskmaster or something? Does nothing. Fascinating. So Shattered Sun could be good. I could Shattered Sun Flame Imp. I don't want to use the Abusive.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So this keeps it out of range of a any 1-attack minion, but also, yeah, Taskmaster and Whirlwind. And then I don't want to use this because I could play that and smash it into a Armor Smith or something like that. Okay, well, we're just going to Argus into an Armor Smith, so don't worry about that. Thing is, next turn is the Brawl turn, so I'm still not going to use that. I don't know if it matters what I Argus. But I'm trying to think about a Brawl potential. Like if the Golem dies and you want one of these to survive, you'd rather have like a taunted 4/3 rather than all-inning on the Golem. So here, I think we want to try to maintain about 4 minions until he plays Brawl. And then we can feel more comfortable playing more stuff. Because Warrior is a very hard time dealing with multiple things. Like, to deal with multiple things here, it's going to have to be like Armor Up, Shield Slam, Fiery War Axe. And even then, that only deals with our 2 taunt minions. And we could just drop 2 more things next turn. And he's taking damage in the process. Yeah, like, this is not the kind of trade that he wants to make. Which makes me think, Direwolf Elf is maybe a good play. We get 2 damage anyway. We could do that and tap. Which is also somewhat questionable because we're drawing into more things that could potentially be discarded. That being said, I actually really like this Argus tap play. Do we want to tap? I think so. I think we still tap. We don't want to draw into like Doom Guards and our other Soulfire. It's not great, but there is a lot of good stuff we could get, like Power Overwhelmings, Dark Iron Dwarf, just anything to fill the board after a brawl. But you'll see, yeah, just sitting at this 4 minion mark is so difficult for him. 11, we've got 13. Right, 7, 9, Doom Guard, we win. Oh. Do we still win? Very interesting. 7, 11, 12, 13. We've got 13 damage. Is there a way to get more? With Abusive, it's 4, 8, 9. Yeah, if we had 1 more mana, we could do it. But I'm pretty comfortable with this. We'll just see what we discard. Is a Soulfire. And that's alright. If he brawls, he'd brawl armor up. And there's still a chance that Doomguard wins. Otherwise on 7, a lot of times... Wow. He's giving himself a better chance. A lot of times you're going to do Baron Geddon as well. Alright, 2. We've got 4, 5 damage. Easy peasy. So that matchup can really go either way. Warrior can fend off a Zoo if they play that well. But if you overextend a Zoo, you're almost certain to get into a bad spot if he's got Brawl on 5. So see, those kind of early taps really, really help. Shaman, okay.
Your soul shall be mine.
Lots of 2s. I'm trying to think if there's a good reason to keep the Owl. Golem's very good. Direwolf is fine. Owl's good against the Totem, but usually the Totem gets value on the turn that it's played. Sorry, I'm thinking the Flame Tongue, Fire Tongue, whatever that is. The Manatide Totem would actually be a more problematic card. I think we want to coin out Juggler into Direwolf or this and something else next turn. Something I think you want to do here is hit. Play that, guaranteed to hit face, so we don't have like a wasted point of damage. Got a lot of options. I think we want to Shattered Sun this. 2/3 chance we hit one of those and we can just trade in. What else could we do? Knife Juggler, Abusive this. Ooh, that's a mean one. Next turn he's only got 2 mana, which means he can't Lightning Storm. We get 3 knives if that's the case. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That is very good. We just need 1 to hit. Oh, that is unfortunate. That was not good. Why did I do that? That was not good. Yeah, I should have just Shattered Sun. Dumb plays. Don't look. Everybody look away. Okay. Here you do want the Golem though, in case he Lightning Storms. Yeah, that was stupid. For some reason, in my head, this Knife Juggler was going to survive one of the hits, and then I would throw the Direwolf away. That was really stupid. Okay, so we get just straight Doomguard, which I don't mind. But I kind of like Shattered Sun Mortal Coil better. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to...
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh, it's not Mortal Coil. Why am I so bad this game? I mean, you kill it, it's fine, but... I don't know what is wrong with my head this game. Yeah, it was like the same thing. I was thinking, okay, it gets one more health. It survives the hit, but like... Anyway. Okay, this is not bad. We'll just Argus these. Now, we can Argus Mortal Coil if we want. But I'm not sure that we actually want to Mortal Coil here. I think it's better to do this and just drop Amani. No guarantee that Lightning Storm kills these without spell power. And then this has a Death Rattle too, in high health. And we can also power Overwhelming Doomguard here. Super strong turn, no matter how bad I play. Yeah, two really stupid mistakes. Don't look at this game as a... it's how you should be playing Zoo. Okay, let me check for lethal. Probably too stupid to notice. But if we hit there, these two take that out. We've got 6, 11, 15. Yeah, so I don't think we do that. Do a silence. Now, unfortunately, we can't do the silence Doomguard and that. But if we did silence, it's 4, 7, 9, 11, 15 again. 16 with that. Do we silence? I actually just don't think we need to. Just wondering, do we Doomguard here? I think we do. I think we hit this in here. Or do we Shattered Sun? No, I think we Doomguard. Because basically there's no way he can deal with both the big minion and the big board, right? We've got Lightning Storm clears the board, Hex clears the big guy. I guess he does have enough mana for it. But he would have Lightning Stormed previously if he had it. I don't know. I feel like we just played that horribly bad. It's a testament to how good the deck is, I suppose. But minimum of 2 mistakes, maybe even 3 there at the end. Well, whatever. Erase that game from your memory. Move to the next. Alright, Warrior again. These two are very good. Dark Iron is good. It's actually so good that I'm going to keep it. So we get 2 draws. Yeah. Okay, so this is interesting, because if he's got Fiery War Axe, he just smacks that. This is not going to be a game where we go ahead and start tapping right away. I want to Juggler. And I want a Juggler so that I can coin Dark Iron Dwarf. There's a small chance I would Shattered Sun next turn. But here we'll be able to kill the armor smith. And we've got a big body on the board. The 4/4 is very difficult for a warrior to deal with. The 1 health, very, very easy, right? Another armor smith, acolyte of pain, whirlwind, taskmaster, whatever. But he can't just like drop an armor smith or an acolyte without getting demolished there. So, ooh, very, very good draw. Makes it an easy play. Putting this out of range for all those 1 damage things is great. And now he's starting to think about brawl. I don't think he should have brawled here. I think he's making a mistake. We get super lucky with the 5/5 anyway. Do we Doomguard? Doomguard is great. But the thing is, we just don't have to, right? I don't think we want to go above 4 minions in case he's got a second brawl. But we could think about like Harvest Golem's fine because it's going to spawn something anyway. Whirlwind Execute here. Okay. Not bad for a Mortal Coil. Soulfire's probably just going into the ether anyway. This is down to 1 health, but he's got fewer answers for it now. Got the Taskmaster. Oh, and a silence. Okay. I think what we do is Doomguard. I think we Doomguard. We Soulfire. We tap. Very happy with the Argus. He's got 1 execute, but I'm thinking a slam could be a problem. I don't want him to slam a 4/2 dwarf, and I want 2 targets for the Argus. If he happens to have his other execute, fine. Interesting. Okay. This is interesting, hey? Oh, we're gonna do this. It's so tempting to shoot this and go for a Mortal Coil draw. But we're gonna go face here. Shattered Sun. This is also a tempting face hit. I don't know the right play. So if anyone is screaming at their monitor watching this, I understand. We're lucky. We get the favorable play. He just didn't have many cards. He's not very far into his deck. It felt right to do that. Doomguard's great, but I would rather get stuff out. I think this is better. We're threatening 12 next turn anyway. Yeah. Good. Not bad. Slam maybe? Or a War Axe. War Axe, okay. It's actually a pretty scrappy game. Let's do this, let's do this. Abusive. Well, we know he's used 2 brawls, so might as well just do that. Probably no way he deals with this. He certainly can't deal 22 damage in a turn. Unless he's got some big taunt or something. I don't know. Oh, Straza. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, not the greatest time for Mortal Coil, but it's fine. Yeah, and like here, you're not going to want to trade, right? This is we're still racing kind of thing. This is still a very losable game, though, hey? 5 damage. We've used both Doom Guards. Have we used both Soulfires? Oh, he's got 6 health. Dang. Another one. Okay. Well, I'll admit, that was a bit lucky. Just a little. But I mean, we were most of the way through our deck. 1 and 8. Though it's kind of like a 1 and 9 mixed with a 1 and 8. But anyway. So yeah, just ripping through games with this deck. They just go so fast. And yeah, it's a very good deck if you're new to the game or you're new to Classic. It's a decent one to start on. It's a decent one if you want to rank up very fast. High win rate. Pretty easy to play, like I said. Not a super high skill cap. But learning some of those things, right? Tapping early against Warrior, that kind of deal. That's going to go a long way. I don't mind that. Maybe I should throw back one of these, like a Squire or something. But I don't mind like all 3 of these by turn 2 either. This is tough. What does he do turn 2? The only thing I'm worried about with this... Do we just coin too? Because we can also... boy. This is super difficult. I'm going to do this. Coin... this. Yeah, I'm not sure. The only thing I'm worried about is like an Innervate Keeper of the Grove blasting this. I feel like he just wins almost if he has that, but yeah, do we really play against something like that? See, I don't mind the Wrath. Right, he's got to spend a full turn doing that. Having both of these or this. I think both of these because we have the Shattered Sun. And this all just plays so well against swipe. Right, once we drop that, you could like use that as a swipe target. Drew to the Claw. Yeet. Okay, this is where you want a power overwhelming Doomguard. Bit slow here. It is actually tempting to tap, go for a Soulfire or power overwhelming. But I think what we're gonna do... I didn't mean to drop it there. I still want these next to each other in the case of drawing Argus. I think what we're going to do is just play it patiently. My guess is that he swipes this. Hits, swipes. No. Good, good, good. Yeah, kind of forcing him to do stuff. This not perfect. It's not bad though. I think you do. I think you do this. A swipe here really hurts. But at least we get to answer with the Doomguard. I think this Druid deck, now that we've played it a bunch, I think this Druid deck really does stack up poorly against, I think Zoo stacks up poorly against Druid. See if we can't find a Dark Iron or something. Sure, we'll just do that. Not great. Really, really not great. But technically kind of answers. Ugh. I guess we mortal coiled the bubble. A little late there, buddy. Yeah, because that doesn't even save the Doom Guard there. Not horrible, but the fact that he's on 8 mana. I mean, once I get this far on 23 health, it's not good. I'm guessing he's setting up for a super spooky combo. We'll tap. So we've got a couple options. We could start going face and just hope that he doesn't have combo. Yeah. So this is very losable. Do you do that or do you do these two? He's gonna kill that anyway. I think you do this. You go face. Very good chance we lose here, right? He's got 7. Yeah, if he needs both combo pieces, but we're very, very dead if that's the case. But if not, he's kind of forced to trade. Maybe we get a chance to build the board back. He's even doing this just to regain board control. Not the worst, right? Because technically it's actually fine if he's making these trades. He didn't make them necessarily more efficient than we would. But we're in dangerous territory. Like, he can get a favorable trade here. Okay, not the best. And if he's got other combo pieces, we are dead. Alright, so let's draw a card. That's not good. Power overwhelming, maybe? Okay, let's see. Very good, though. Oh, that's why we run you. Still can't make the greatest trades. We're pushing face. Throw out more taunts. Whew, we've got a chance. And suddenly we've got some protection against the combo as well. Oh, so painful. Very interesting. We can force all kinds of stuff here. Again, though, I think you want him to do it. I mean, it's 4, 6, 8 damage.
My shield for Argon. Get in there and fight, maggot.
So we have the option of trading there or there and shoot. And there. God, that's really good, though. With the draw, that is just way too good. Okay, we'll do that. I was really tempted to go face there, but I'm going to pivot back to board control. That would have killed us with combo there. We've got no taunts left in our deck.
I have no time for games.
Is that lethal? 6, 7, 11? Can you just be more? Right? 6, 10, 11. Man. And not at the end of the turn. Okay. So should die here, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't like at the end of your turn or something, and it just survives one turn and kills me. We're so dead, though. Do we have another Power Overwhelming? We have another Doom Guard. I don't know. We have to tap. Even if that's Force of Nature. Okay, but then we have to hit. If that's Force of Nature, we're dead. He used one. But if it's Savage Roar, they'd have to both be Savage Roar. Oh my god. I've got chances. We're in this. We probably tap. Oh, there we go. We just win. Easy. Whew, beating a druid there. Feels good. Alright, so yeah, pretty good run. I mean, whatever. We're just starting the season over. Very low here, but just about to climb at a bronze. We'll definitely be pivoting to some other decks here in the next little bit, but I appreciate everyone watching. If you're on Twitch, check out YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check out Twitch. And check out Artifacts, a free TTRPG. It's linked in the description of both. Thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, if there's any suggestions on like decks you want to see or modes you want to see, this game, other games, that kind of stuff, just let me know. Thank you.